Hello and welcome back to Conquest of Elysium 5. We are starting off a brand new campaign today as the Guildmaster. We have had a couple of false starts with this, but I am excited now that we know a little bit on how this guy plays to really dive on in. We are gonna play on a monarchy. We tried doing a Fallen Empire, but it's just the world is kind of too destroyed. The Guildmaster does not have a great start with Fallen Empire. We're gonna turn on battle reports and we're gonna turn everybody up to count. Playing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I feel like it's the right number. And we are going to play as the Guildmaster. The Guildmaster is really cool. Basically, gems are their special currency. They're all about human units, but what they do is they go around from cities to city and villages as well, and they can upgrade them and add in different guilds, shipmaster guilds, merchant guilds, thieves guilds, which spawn bandits and brigands. I think there's an adventuring guild that spawns little D&D parties as well, though I've yet to see those in action. We did also have pirates the last time we played, which is super cool and something I definitely want to do again. So we are going to play as the Guildmaster. And we're going to hope for a good run. We're going to call ourselves Trigopolis, because it feels like a weird merchant name. I cannot count to 12. Did I not count that right? That wouldn't surprise me. Oh, and a different color. You know what? Yeah. We're going to change our color. Somebody keeps asking for a different color every single time because we've been playing as red constantly. So I tell you what, we're gonna make ourselves a color that's not right. It's something I didn't even know you could do in so many of these. That better not have been like the map. I guarantee you it would be. Doop. We are playing with a couple of mods: Anthills Burn, Quiet Summon Sound, and Temporary Starting Guardian. These are just a couple of little quality of life mods I really like. Oh, we can be like any color we want. You know what, man? Let's go purple. Actually, let's go teal. This is the channel color, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This guy is us, so I'm gonna make him red instead. They're all on count difficulty. We're on Guildmaster. Let's go. Jergopolos. Red is okay though. I mean, it does make things easier, but the color of the enemy, red is the color of player 1 traditionally, so. Okay, what do we have this round? We are down on the bottom of the map. We have a market village, a regular village, a coal mine. I love that we're on a little peninsula. I'm pretty big on this. This looks like an interesting start. We start with a traders guild. That's a good start. You know what, man? I might actually... This is the first good map we've had in a while. Why don't we just save this one just in case? It's terrible terrain to get around, but we do have a boat. This is a lot of mines. If we got a miners guild early on. We can't take these pale ones. That's too tough a fight. But we can absolutely take these guys. We can absolutely take these dwarves. We're going to buy gems just to start. And Big Turk, you can hop on the boat. And just do some looking around. Serpent Tribe Village. Okay. Erligan, hello. How you doing? Captain for 42 golds. We got coastal hamlets up the shores. We got big crabs. Coastal hamlets. I guess let's go for this coal mine right away. It's a real hodgepodge of units around here. Surely this time things will be different. We lost one halberdier in that fight. Okay. A desert palace. And a citadel. So the red player is here. Who he is. I don't have the foggiest, but the citadel generally belongs to either the necromancer or the Scourge Lord. Given that he's in the desert, the Scourge Lord is a pretty good possibility. Lion tribe warriors. These guys got these big shields. Just gotta kill that snake right now. Overrun. Okay, nice. A tiger. Let's try to sneak over here. Let's go another run. Crystal Lord, how we doing? I guess if we know that these guys are up here, probably let's just start exploring a different direction. Mountain goblins, tigers. All right. I'd love to find a pirate port around here. A port on an island. That's huge for a guild master. Let's pick this up. All sorts of teas. Boo this person. No deaths here. There is a guild merchant available for 42 gold. Deep sea gem deposits. We have a traders guild. This is not a terrible idea. I'm gonna do that. What do you got for me? Also a traders guild. Okay, well. Guess this guy can stay exploring if that's the case. We'll head up here and we'll try to explore a bit up in this way. Game sending us a message. Uh-oh. Lobsters. Are lobsters hostile? Only likely to bother the occasional unfortunate fisherman. Obviously, like, these guys could attack me out in the sea, and I would like that to not happen. We're going to build a traders guild. And basically all of these spots. I did lose that coal mine. But we can loop back and grab it after. Hope for the best. 10 archers for 67 gold. I don't have the money. Archers are so hard to get. Part of me is sitting here being like, how hard can a tiger be to kill if I have this many crossbows? I think the answer is going to be harder than I'd like it to be, but... A sea dragon? More like turtles than dragons. When a sea dragon sees a boat, it will always attack. For the love of God, don't tell me that. There's been a battle in the hills. We have killed the tiger. The sea dragon has left me alone, so maybe it just didn't see me. Little coastal hamlets up here. What do we have? Some giant locusts. I guess this guy could move over to that village and start setting up another traders guild. Aha! Another player. Who do we got, Johnny? The senator. Now, I outnumber him here, 2-1. The biggest issue is that he has large shields and he has javelins. And we don't really have shields. So all these halberds would get absolutely impaled if I fought him. The Pillar of Ghent. We're getting a lot of coastal hamlets. What we are not getting is villages. You can upgrade that to a traders merchants guild, but guess we're not on a huge rush to that. I'd love to get back down here and pick up that coal mine. Why do you have to come down here to me, man? Why you gotta do that? Camel's Gate. All right, I don't really want to explore with him anymore if I don't have to. Deep sea jellyfish. This is the southern border of the map, at least. So I think I'm going to come back to Shark Bay here. I could, you know what I could do, actually? A Cloak of Mirrors for 33 gold. Also, a giant enemy crab. I'm going to buy that. Constant mirror images. Really nice. Not so good on a Guildmaster, but, you know, it is a good item. I am very isolated, right? Endgame encourage fast expansion way too much. Well, here's the thing, right? There is an island over here, a good port island that I think also seems defensible. So ideally, if I can get to there, I could build that up and then attack from kind of any direction. I don't think that's worth taking. I think we're just going to start walking back down here, grabbing some of this stuff. You're going to set up... Oh. Dumb. Just pause there for a second. He doesn't actually have the ability to build market villages. Let's see what that crab does. Currently nothing. You can set up a traders guild and then come back here. 5 lion tribe warriors. All right, we're gonna have to fight them. Three gem income early on can be good enough. Nobody dies there. Good. I tell you what. Why don't we just stay in this village? 20 units. I'm gonna sail up the coast and then I can put everybody on that boat. He didn't get all the way down, so he doesn't even know that I'm down here. I do think we win this fight, but I do think it's costly. It's not really like worth the combat. But he's probably going to hit me here no matter what, so I might as well hit on slightly defensible terrain. No, he ignores me. All right, I'm going to let him go then. Scouts and a captain. Scout is good. Access to caravan guards. Let's kill that bandit and those slingers. Aha! Cultist. Demonologist. So that's a demonologist in that citadel. Interesting. Very interesting. 2 capybaras in a Mountie outfit, riding a 3rd capybara dressed as a horse. I would like to see that. Oh, 5 swordsmen, 47 gold. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. deserts. Now, those imps would probably be a disaster for me to fight. I think our crossbows would do fine here. I think I'm going to take that village, basically, and hop back on... Actually, I should probably just go down the coast, pick up those swords, and drop them back up here to Big Turg. To this captain. You guys succeed there. Pikeneers, captain, and a guild merchant. Not enough money for any of that, though. So let's just grab that stuff instead. I'm in some debate of like, do I save up or do I wish that was a pirate port. Guess we can come pick up those swordsmen at the very least. Oh, I wish I had the money for those crossbows. 10 crossbows for 64 gold. That'd have been nice. That would have been really nice. All right, let's flatten those snakes. We'll take the coal mine back. We'll try to save up for that Merchant's Guild. Concluding research, how do you feel about removing a group of people from land they have lived on for an extended period of time in order to protect a tube carrying a fossilized biomass of our ancestors? That's a curious one. That's a very curious one. Generally, I don't feel great about removing a group of people from land that they've lived on for a long period of time. I would need to know more about this biomass tube. 52 HP and trample. I'm pretty sure that elephant kills me if I go to war with it. Pretty sure. I really want to kill these guys. He isn't a Mountie. We do love our big tubes. We could pay the government to remove them. You know, clean hands and all that. We could just hire a bank to have mercenary cops on their payroll. Well, I might as well build a Merchant's Guild. Boom, 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 boom. That's all mountains. There is a deep sea deposit at least out there. The spring is here. I might as well give this cloak over to Stark. Also collect those swordsmen. There's way too many sea creatures to be even like considering going out into the ocean right now. You know what? We need to save. We haven't lost our army immediately this run. I feel like that's dramatically better than we've been doing recently. So, let's start unlocking other things. Thieves Guilds, okay. They're all coastal hamlets. None of this is trade. So realistically, there's no value in me being up here. I can't upgrade any of these coastal hamlets. I can't upgrade these firms. These things don't matter. So, like, I kind of just want to get a shipwright and then go sailing. This can be a little base of operations. Debrithia could be a base of operations. And we could play around the ports of this map. I think that's our best option. 10 archers for 97 bucks. I don't love that, but I also don't really have a huge choice. How long does this guy live? He's still alive for quite a while. Culturally insensitive, hiding behind capybaras like we always do. Let's pick up that scout while I'm here. What is this? Garnet, sorcery, and serpent magic. Serpent magic. And you are a poisonous breath fiend. That does not feel like it's going to be worth taking. Serpent Tribe Village. Shipwrights Guild. We have the combination to make pirates. Missing vampire capybaras. Wand of combustion. Well, that'd be fun, but can't really be affording that. All right. Now, this army, I think, is probably enough to take on these pale ones. So if I could get 3 mines, I think I'd be happy. Just for safety's sake. Allows recruitment of galleons and mariners. If the Shipwrights Guild and a Sages Guild, mage pilots will be available. If a Thieves Guild and a pirate port, the pirates get improved ship. Gold and trade is increased by 1, and all income from sea squares is increased by 25%. Oh, so I guess like deep sea gem deposits. I understand. Well, I am going to build a Shipwright Guild. I guess it takes a turn to kick in. That does make sense. Let's see how we do against these pale ones. Not terrible, not great. 4 swordsmen, 2 halberders. It's worth it for the coal mine. I will say that. Yeah, because we also have like iron income coming in now. So galleons here, these guys can troop 40 people. And mariners are really nice because they're crossbowmen with broadswords. So they're basically a cross between caravan guards and crossbows. They do cost a lot of iron, but they are kind of worth every penny. I'm gonna need a big boat, so we're probably just gonna save up for a galleon right now. And then only buy mercenaries if they show up, such as 10 swordsmen for 81 gold. This elephant does insist on being a problem right now. I also want to get upgradable villages. There we go. Take the 2 of them out. 10 spearmen for 51 gold. I wish I had that on me. We'll upgrade this village, get us more trade, and then we can probably put a thieves guild in it, I'm thinking. A navigator for 43. Yeah, we're going to do that. Big Turg, establish market village, not enough gold. Next turn. Navigators can see extra far on sea tiles. Ritual of Grand Mastery do? Is it just better guilds? Yeah, it's level 3 guilds. So, like, it is worth, for sure worth doing. So, yeah, Traders Guild or Thieves Guild here. We'll build a Thieves Guild next turn. Because the Thieves Guild will spawn brigands who will help defend this territory. I guess, unless I could get an Adventurers Guild, that would be better. Mercenary Guild. Let's wait a turn. At least I think it would be better. Multiple Thieves Guilds will produce brigand layers as well, blah, 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 blah. We'll spawn more brigands. Ordinary mercenaries, make them more frequent. It does reduce my income, but I think it's worth it because it will give us defense in this territory. And clearly I have lost my gold mine here. My coal mine. Doesn't even look like a coal mine right now. The thieves increase gold. Ah, yeah, okay. An admiral, an infernal torch. I don't know what that does. Admirals are just better captains as well. They're captains but with crossbows. We have enough iron for the galleon. We just have to get a little bit extra cash. 3 armor. Dude, not having spellcasters is actually kind of nuts about these guys. Having to rely on just your troops. Yeah, we get little defensive groups out of there. Can he upgrade that? Can only be cast in trade locations. For 30. Yeah, you know, honestly, you probably should. That would be a smart play. The adventurers will, right? You don't think the thieves leave. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So you're going to buy a galleon. Very expensive, but... And I tell you what, I think we're going to start... We're going to stop trading for a little bit. Because we have some gem income. We have some iron income. You're going to upgrade to an adventurer's guild. This place is also like pretty safe from attack. For the most part. This giant enemy crab is stressing me out. My town definitely needs some defenses here. Giant enemy crab. You can't take those spawned mercs with you? The guild needs these loyal mercenaries for both enforcing various guild monopolies and for minor things like ensuring everyone has paid the fee necessary. No, I thought crossbows did armor piercing. I never realized that they didn't. So, Stark, you're going to take that boat and you're going to take a Queesman. Commanding 41 units. 40 units can go by boat. You also want to take Big Turg. So, who doth thou leave behind? You have a chest wound. You have a never healing wound. Save. I mean, I guess I could have taken a second boat, but might be good to have some people left behind here. Worried that crab is just going to start taking all my villages. Sure seems like he wants to go fight that adventurers guild. My goal here is just to come over here and take Tabretha. Ooh, galleons move 4. That's crispy. There is no armor piercing in the game, to your knowledge? I've definitely seen stuff that does armor piercing. God damn you. God damn you, crab. I knew he was going to do it. Triton King does not really seem like a worthwhile fight to take. Longbowmen. Well, I've never noticed those before. Is almost as good as armor penetration as a crossbow. Winter is here. I do love that we're not really like affected by winter. Two, three. I mean, it's 4-1. I respect that they have very good troops here, but okay, fantastic. That's a second port, and not only that, that is a port that basically we cannot lose. Let's set up a shipwrights guild here for sure, I think. Honestly, it might be a traders guild. There is a coal mine here with an ogre and an ogre chief. And that is it. You can stay on the boat. Wait to see where that crab goes. Crab crush. Sage combo with the shipwrights. Ooh, yeah, that's a good choice. I'll trade a swordsman for a coal mine. That's a good deal. Apothecary guild. So we'll need some more gems. I tell you what, you could do that and then fall back. That puts us back to 4. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Then we can sail back here. I love this. This is a great little spot for us to be. Obviously, I kind of want to leave some guys here to defend this. Though I'm not really sure who's the right people for that. I think I'm going to leave 2 pikemen and just like 3 archers. 4 archers. And then I'm going to pick up some mariners in the wrong city. Well, you know what? They kind of need defense too. Oops, sorry there, Big Turg. 30 units go by boat. Wow, we lost quite a few on this journey so far. Oh, well, I mean, I guess Big Turg wants to stay here until he's got what he needs. So why don't we just have Stark and the Navigator just go off and do some exploring. Have you hide around here. Gotta gem it up. The problem is I'm also just trying to get some cash so that we can afford troops. I mean, 10 spearmen for 77. Put them back there. Why, this appears to be another island. The Temple of Baal. Very interesting. Miners Guild. Okay, so this is not an island. This is just a peninsula, I guess. Pikeneers and a hero available for 61 gold. Well, I gotta take that, right? Gem of Fire Resistance? I mean, Demonologist nearby. That could be pretty nice. Coastal Hamlets. Unexpected Barbarian here with a Scroll of Astral Travel. This is kind of nice because I can have this guy like pop out and at least visit these other places. What's going on here? A Dwarven Adventurer, a couple Guild Mercenaries, and a Rogue. Cool. Most rogues are accepted in adventuring parties. This is because they tend to ignore rejections and follow the party in stealth mode regardless. So we're starting to build up some adventurers there. I love that. Are we in Baldur's Gate? It's basically the Dark God. What are your thoughts on King Arthur, national hero? I mean, I think that, you know, watery tarts handing out swords is no basis for determining our methods of government. A village. I mean, I could just sneak in and take that village. And then I could put a thieves guild in that village. Ooh, and I could make it even an assassin's guild if I really wanted to. And then it would just spawn brigands constantly here. Sitting in a tavern waiting for the rest of the party. Yeah, it's very cool. I love that. I'd like this hero to join them, but I guess right now they're just going to go on sentry. You're still trying to get Sage's Guild. I guess we almost have every guild unlocked for him. Lots of purchasables. Crossbows, spearmen, a captain, a navigator. I mean, it's like cheap spearmen, but I guess I should. How much is that navigator? 54. Just do that. Big Turg. Sages Guild. Will also instantly reveal all libraries. But I suppose most importantly, will also get me access to mages, which is something that, like, the Guildmaster really strains with. How much do you need for that? 15. So probably let's buy some gems for a little bit. And then TBH. We should probably come back down and pick him up. Because he's got work to do. Ancient Temple of the Deep, a Yithian Sage, and 3 Yithians. How cool. It just has a little hat. An Undyne and a Hippocampus. This feels like I could probably kill these two and take these pearls. I don't know if that's true, but it feels like it might be. There's no scout here right now. I'd like this hero to have a scout with him. Also probably the boat. Also probably the navigator. Ooh, an Ebon Knight. This warrior has a sinister reputation. He almost never removes his helmet and no one in the guild has seen him eat. It is rumored he doesn't even use the loo. So they've got 3 people for an adventuring party right now. I am loving watching them get stalked. Not a fan of the monarchy. A monarchy could still be Welsh. Follow-up question. Want to know how you feel about sheep? I mean, they make nice fluffy blankets. 2 swordsmen. How did this Undyne actually do here? Check out some poison. Acid darts. Okay. So that's not too bad. The shipwright guilds will really boost these pearls. Same thing with this deep sea gem deposit. Which is particularly why I'm interested in it. Ooh, a hag knight. Generally believe that the faint heart of women prohibits them from mastering necromantic magics. The Hag Knight is an anomaly that refutes such claims. Being as vile and wicked as the most wicked of liches, the Hag Knight wields dark power in conjunction with the sword and armor of a noble knight. Her inscrutable gold, she leads parties of adventurers to their eventual demise. Cloud of Death. Yeah, she's gonna kill everyone she goes with. Can I give you a different spell? Disease. Disease. Decay. Well, alright, whatever. I like that I can decide what spells she casts. I want them to create their own little parties, so... Sages Guild. Nice. Mages Guild. The value library of the settlement is increased by 1 and occasionally powerful wizards may be recruited. Increases gold and trade by +1. All C-squares by 50%. Yeah, I guess the thing is I need to be upgrading all these things. Oh! They're moving! She took the rogue, the Ebon Knight, and the Dwarven Adventurer. So it's a party of 4. Classic adventuring party, I guess. Well, I can take that for sure. Let's put you guys on sleepy time. Just in time for an adventuring party to head out. Not only capybaras, but a mix of several animals. Greek, he mentioned rituals to Bacchus earlier. Haven't had much luck with the Guildmaster. Not very good with money. Greek columns do look like tubes. Oh, 3. Yeah, let's fight these guys. That should be an easy win. What's this army looking like? Not too bad. You have a master thief here. Once a thief gets rich enough, they have the opportunity to buy the master thief office at the guild. Being a master thief comes with certain advantages, such as getting a cut from guild-sanctioned burglaries. I don't have a thieves guild there. At least not yet, I don't. Big Turg. I'm going to put the cartography guild in here first, because I guess it generates more income for us. Back to the nope, not looking at chat anymore. Just catching up on the nonsense. What if capybaras are from different countries? I was obsessed with forming Greece in EU5. That is true. Very fun campaign that was, though. Man, these pikeneers on the front of a ship is really good. Because they can stab stuff before it gets to you. I should probably kill that hippocampus just so he doesn't take that. And just to be clear, yeah, you have all the mid-level stuff. You actually have every type of guild unlocked right now. Except for level 3 stuff, obviously. Deep sea battle. Okay. Here's the edge of the void. So this is perfect, man. I am feeling good about this right now. Let's grab the Mages Guild upgrade here. So that'll give us a level 2 library here as well. And then I really want to put that Thieves Guild up there. Thieves/Assassins Guild. Undyne and a hippocampus. Deep sea gem deposits. Well, looks like you're going to be sticking around a little bit longer, buddy. We're going to need more boats. A grave robber for 42 bucks. Mods? We got some mods in here? Buddy, just as a heads up, I mean, assuming that you're not just a bot, like, it's not really how you advertise. It's not a good way to do that. That is heavily looked down upon. I'm starting to feel like I need more mariners here. Who is this guy, the grave robber? Though frowned upon by the church, grave robbing is a time-honored tradition and an occupation sanctioned by the guilds. Grave robbers can sometimes find ancient artifacts just by robbing some hero that's already died. By bringing home the magic item, the robber helps humanity and at the same time robs the soon-be undead from a magic item. Some argue that dead heroes would never become evil undead beings if they weren't disturbed, but that is false. Well, obviously, I'm going to buy a grave robber, even though I don't understand what he does. He has stealth. Have we found a graveyard on the map anywhere? I don't think we have. No. Not yet. We'll just put you there for now. Some insects evolves. Count was created 10 minutes ago. It's just throwaway spam. Yeah, okay. That tracks. Okay. No, I probably can't take that. Not yet, at least. You know what I could do, though, is buy another boat. Elephants. What are my Hag Knights doing? Oh, going out and getting villages for me, I guess. Gallows or undead sites. I guess a gallows might work. I suspect. Also, old battlefields would probably work. Man, I almost have enough to upgrade him to the next level. Obviously, I just want to sneak that Assassin's Guild in there, though. Grab that for me. Do you have a navigator right now? You have a scout. All right. I'll take a navigator here too. So they have a scout, a navigator, a hero, a gravedigger. I mean, he could come along, I suppose. I don't suppose that Hag Knight's going to be stupid enough to try taking something like that. Another grave robber. Well, I don't think we need two. He says. Not entirely certain that that's the case. Let's stop buying anything and just start stacking cash. So let's go west, young man. Haven't you been told? California is full of whiskey, women, and gold. Oh my god, they are going for a citadel. That's hilarious. How come I haven't ventured east? Yeah, no particular reason. Wow, this entire adventuring party died. What a surprise. What did you think was going to happen here? Well, she did disease everybody. And then cast decay. They almost took it. Considering they're a free army, that's not too bad. Whoa. Lady Knights with Ring of Invisibilities and Wound Fed / resistance. She's got a bottle of living water. She summons a water elemental at the beginning of every fight. Cool, man. I didn't know they'd make items. Do you think I can steal their items? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Time for dinner salad. I'm sure I'll take it easy. Do they have the greedy perk? I don't think so. Ah, no, they do. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. An adventuring mage. First 9 luck. Mass combustion. Earth grip. What does this do? Magic. Doesn't affect flying. Burst 1, range 6. Fire resistance. A lot of guild mercs here now too, so this place is pretty well defended. I lost my coal mine again. Drop the bow, drop the navigator. Just move 1 and wait. Okay, I think this is safe to do. He says. Looks like we got an adventuring party on the move. Nice. All right, Thieves Guild is set. Actually, just going to attack that Leo campus while I'm here. Who'd you go with? You also took 2 master thieves with you. Is that my grave robber? Oh, I guess it is. I'm trying to work my way around this elephant because I just don't trust it. That's an entirely different faction. The Scarlet Sister. I guess the answer is really that you do have to scout out more. All right, I'm still gonna do establish market. You're gonna wait there. You're gonna wait there. Yeah, I want to put an Assassin's Guild in that market is the plan. So I guess if you only have 1 movement, the smart move is to get on that boat. Oh, and then I guess we are stuck there. They're running off on adventure with a party of 5 this time around. Not killing that elephant, though, which is what I really wish they would do. Boop, 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 boop. We're just gonna check this stuff right now. See where they go. There's been a battle in the sea. We lost 1 pikeneer. Turg. On. Thieves Guild. Off. Grab the coal mine. Go back. It's got to be a little bit of this unnecessary trickiness. Trying to figure out how to make this work. A guild mage. Ooh, what are you? Balite heavy infantry. Archers, zealots. I have no idea who is leading that army. Gabrius the Guild Mage, High Arcana. Old and powerful mages are always expensive to hire, putting them out of most minor rulers' reach. Even so, they've recently formed a mages guild in order to further increase their price. Only the guild master and very rich rulers can afford to employ one of these experienced magicians. Obviously, it makes the most sense to put him in here. You come with... Apothecary. We can actually make apothecary characters. And you need a library of level 2. Which I thought the Mages Guild got us. Results in all libraries yielding 1 gold income. Ah, I see. Mages Guild just bumps it up by 1. You only have 2 points. I'm actually going to do a Ritual of Grand Mastery here. The Bankers Guild. Increase a Merchant Guild into a Bankers Guild. +1 and 30%. Shadow Stalkers Guild. Retains all features of the Assassin's Guild. Increases the quality of assassins and number of brigands. Void Pilots. Enables the construction of void ships that can traverse the edge of the world and explore the void. What? Upgrade Masons into Engineer Guilds. Allows recruitment of Mage Engineers if the Mage Guild is also owned by a Merchant Prince. Arcane Guild. Better mages. Oh, it doesn't actually upgrade the library, though. That's unfortunate. A Beastmaster's Guild. Upgrades an adventurer's guild into a beastmaster guild. Recruitment of Pegasus riders in sky cities and griffin riders in citadels. Multiple beastmaster guilds increase the frequencies of these offers. Cool. And an alchemist magus allows recruiting super alchemists. 50 gems a pop. Oh yeah, and look, our guy has this sick purple drip now. You know, maybe he should be wearing the constant mirror images so that he doesn't get killed in combat, I'm realizing, but who is to say? We've lost another coal mine to an elephant. Menace got an update. There's options to hide unique leader heads. No more Warhammer main character syndrome. That's fun. 19 mercs ready to pick up. You have, what, luck in fire resistance? Yeah, your spells kind of suck. A cleric. A bard. Yeah, and a ton of mercenaries. Can I pick up those mercenaries? Like, could this guy pick them up? I guess that is a question I have. Spearman and spearman. Ah, an assassin is leading that army. Okay. Gonna pick up some trash. Hate that they cannot move together unless you do it that way. Research history of free action? I think so. 1 AP. Long ago, a disaster wiped out all of civilization. Little is known of the disaster. This is the fall of the Empire. It's almost certain that wildlife or other worldly horrors are to blame. Measures should be taken to keep these forces at bay so that such a disaster never happens again. Local lords are now responsible for keeping their territories safe from brigands, wildlife, and other horrors. The first lord to bring order and civilization back was Clovis. He was crowned king in what became Year 1. Ever since, he has been succeeded by his sons that have been fair rulers and have continued to spread civilization throughout Elysium. Now, in the year 2028, King Sigebert rules as the straight descendant of Clovis, and the future looks promising. Another cleric. Okay, we can get that back now. It's just a lore drop. So if you play on random society age, the only way to figure out what year you're in is to go to a library and use that action. One more dead pikeneer. Big Turk. Well, I guess those assassins got licked. You guys that anywhere? One assassin from every guild, even in hostile settlements, will be hired to kill an important character of the chosen enemy faction. Interesting. All right, I'm going to pop down and try to pick up those guys. Our adventurers can go off on an adventure. Huh? Huh? I didn't know they could do that. They're amphibian? They're underground creatures. Oh, well, obviously I'm rolling this baby back. I had no idea pale ones could swim. I would not have mucked around if I know that was the case. It's gonna slide us a few turns back, annoyingly. So, sorry. You can cap the settlement and return. Oh, this is before we even made it a market village. Whoops. All right, so whatever, it's fine. Put this guy on sentry. Game looks like a scrub. No, I don't mind the saves coming if it's like because I'm learning something. An old wizard for 393 gold. Level 3 wizardry. Whoa. Well, obviously I can't afford that, but... Okay. Is that army attacking this round? You guys just go back here for right now. I got everything all messed up. Yeah, okay. I was correct in that. Knowing all the units is hard with what all there is in this game. Looking at enemy armies is recommended while the old brain stores hold all that information. Yeah, so she is the pale ones. Portable pit? Used to create a pit. Neat. So she can't swim. Nor can those spearmen. So that army actually doesn't threaten me. Fortunately, I screwed up my whole timing of everything here right now, so... I'm not really sure how to go about doing this. Okay, they attacked the snake village. It's a disaster for them. Are they all like stunned here? What's going on? Or they're just trying to cast something? They're not even moving forward to attack. Dude's got punked. Okay. Big Turk. You have to come out and you have to establish a market village in order to do anything. Then we could put in a thieves guild and we put you back on the boat. You guys move here to try and get to that coal mine. You have to do it without angering that elephant. You only have 2 movement, so I'm going to have you cast the Ritual of Grand Mastery. And then we're just going to vibe. They're going to move towards that coal mine, hoping that that elephant doesn't attack. You're going to come back in. You're going to build an assassin's guild and then get back on the boat. You're going to take that coal mine and then this coal mine and hope that that elephant doesn't attack. Okay, good. Not so good. The elephant attacked. So no surprise he killed everybody. I think that's the price we have to pay right now. Here's a huge army of Pale One soldiers. So I am going to put Big Turk back in here. I'm actually going to save right now. Just in case. But my plan is very clear. It is to flee. I have 4 movement. Our Assassin's Guild is producing brigands. You guys got a dwarf and a master thief. They're coming back in. Put some swordsmen over here. What's our boat? We just have a tiny boat. The Fading Guardian only has 4 turns left, so we're gonna start seeing citadels fall now. And then it looks like a big army from the senator. Killed that Leo campus. Didn't kill much in that village. 53 units. He picked up a bunch of desert warriors, which is kind of interesting. Ooh. I'm gonna buy some ballista. Didn't fully realize I could do that. And then I'd argue the best thing I could do right now is come back and start upgrading my guilds. Yeah, especially because if those guys are coming in, they're going to give me trouble. Let's start buying gems. I'm going to buy 20 Pikeneers for 159 gold. Crossbows are, what? 1-5. 2-1-5. You guys have 1 armor, 6 HP, 0 armor. Yeah, okay, so Mariners are just a flat up upgrade. They just cost more. So I'm also going to buy more Mariners there. Find another coastal village. Yeah, I'm going to start heading east. We haven't really gone in that direction. And I don't want to be messing with pale ones because I know that they can go into the sea, so purchase all those mercs. Oh, we never did get a wizard here after. We'll bring roads, fresh water, stable currency, and the rule of law. Horror, horror. 10 halberds for 107. Now we broke. Black Sorceress. Staff of Lightning. I can't afford either of you. Can't even afford that Grave Robber. Big Turk. I guess a Void Pilot's ship would be good here. How much does it cost? 50 bucks. Yeah, I'll wait a turn. Nothing we want. We don't want that rule of law. They might shut down our terribly corrupt offices. And this is a chance of powerful mages. The Void Pilots Guild. Yeah, so I don't know if I need to upgrade that other one right away. I think let's just throw Turg back on this boat. I do want to do this, though. With him rocking a 1 to Fair and level 2 Hydromancy. Just don't feel super confident about it. I think that's going to be a different army that takes that. What do we have here? A triumphant gladiator, 2 dwarfs, a bard, a master thief. They should set out and start capping those stuff again. We'll make our own roads and fresh water and stable currency and rule law, and we'll throw sewage in too. Maybe some snooker? Why not? Guild mage, 46 bucks. Can I buy you anywhere? I can. Whoa. Void ship is 90. Ship 40, void ship 90. Okay, I'm a bit confused what that means. It protects 90 people from the void. While ordinary ships are made to sail near the coastline at a safe distance, the void ship is made to sail over the edge of the world and onto the unknown void. Powerful magic protects the ship and its sailors from the void. However, only a madman would willingly sail into the void. Even if you make it there intact, there's no ways out. Oh, well. A mobile? Oh, cannot move in combat. Well, they're very expensive. Also, I didn't realize this. I could build that at any place, which is kind of cool. I don't have enough money, unfortunately, for this wizard. All right. Those guys are off on adventure. They are capturing my stuff. Good. Honors of driving this loon off. The game doesn't tell you is that there's a limit to these guild caps. It gives 100 per guild type. Something to keep in mind when upgrading. Okay. That is very good to know. I don't know why I keep clicking I instead of army. So... 75%. So there's no point in me even upgrading a second. Well, I guess it gives me golden trade +1. Golden trade +1. Okay, yeah, so there is good reason to do that. Don't have enough money for a banker's guild, but I'm about to. So let's just wait a hot second. Hopefully these guys will retake my mines here. If not... Looks like if not... I'm gonna have to pop out and do that myself. Banker's Guild. Trade and income increased by an additional 1. Worldwide trade bonus increased by 30%. So this is actually making me 9 and 8 trade. It's pretty good. I guess it would be quicker to just sail over with him. We have a navigator, right? Yeah, we do. Outcast barbarians. I don't actually think I've looked at who's in this army. Gladiator. A questing chieftain. Sweep warrior wards. 2 dwarves. A master thief and a bard. Oh, I like that combo. We're going to leave the ship, Big Turg, and Quespin here, and then going to pop in and grab this mine. This guy should be fine. Smarter than a rock, though. Have a mine earlier. That would be more Elon than Bezos. Spearmen, pikeneers, and a grave robber. I'm actually going to get that grave robber. Reason being is I can use him to pick up that. This army could take down that elephant and get back my gem of fire resistance. Early spring. Elephant isn't amphibious, is it? No. So those guys should be fine. And I think I can stop buying gems. I wish these adventuring parties would actually cap buildings that they passed. I respect that they just want to adventure, but like, there's other stuff I really need them for. Oh, you're almost all crossbowmen. Actually, this might be a terrible idea. But if it's not a terrible idea, it solves a major problem we have. Which is this elephant causing me a lot of grief. Skytown. There's been a battle in the hills. Okay, perfect. Dude, I think they're going to take Skytown for me. That's kind of funny. Okay, and like I don't have you don't really seem like you'd be a fun time. There's a handful of swordsmen and stuff over here, and I kind of would like to buy them. I tell you what, you're invisible. Why don't you go out and start capping those villages? You guys are gonna get dunked, I guess. We need more chain quotes so that the thread doesn't get lost. This is against the demonologist. Oh, you guys are against a horde of demons. Heal, fortitude, poison daggers. You guys are on defense, so you didn't even get your assassination attempt. One of the dwarves is already feared. Dude, they got destroyed. Did they kill anything? The triumphant gladiator killed one summon. Boots of regen for 50 bucks. And my fading guarding has died. Boots of regen are very good. So I'm going to put him on Stark. Slowly building up his magic item repertoire. I mean, I have enough money to do it right now. Why don't... And I have enough gems to do it right now. I might as well upgrade that. At least to our Cartographer's Guild. And then we go from there. Oh, do I have money for that? I'm 3 gold off a mage pilot. Ah, cool. I would have loved to have that. That would have ruled. All right. 2, 3. How many of these guys do we have? 46. That's too many. That's as many as I could take. These pikeneers have been really useful, so I'm just going to take 5 of them as well. We have a scout. We have a navigator. I have a battle-frightened pikeneer, so I'm going to swap him out as well. And 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap out those archers for mariners. And I probably should swap out these crossbowmen for mariners as well. Or at least some of them. 2, 3. Pick up a couple more swordsmen. All right, that feels a bit better. That's a posse we're rolling with now. Time to sell our soul for 1 gold. Unfortunately, there's no way to just get a cash infusion on the turn. I could sell iron on a regular basis. A hero? Yeah, I mean, our other hero just died, so why not? Okay, that entire place is empty. Bogliard, gloves of protection. Cool. I wouldn't mind him being on the boat, but we've already set sail. He'll have to stay at home, or maybe go with this navigator and sail elsewhere. We'll have to decide. But I tell you what, can we build guilds on the mines? No, you can only build guilds on places that have trade locations. And the one thing is, like, we can take villages and upgrade them to market villages. Has my Thieves Guild disappeared? I feel like it should show there. But I can't upgrade coastal hamlets, and I can't upgrade regular hamlets, and unfortunately that's kind of everything in our area. So we have this little, like, mountain fortress behind the woods, which is actually, like, pretty good. And then we do have this little trade island here, which is also really good. We're actually in a very good spot for being safe from the rest of the world, and now we can start poking around, finding ports that we want to operate out of, and then really, like, spreading out from those ports. My goal right now is to find a pirate port, so we can start setting up pirates, which will be really fun, because we can make them very, very, very powerful. And then probably, like, spam a bunch of mercenary guilds in one place. We're turtling. Yeah, absolutely. But I tell you what, well, we're gonna start heading east, but why don't we do that in the next video? We're gonna cut this one here. Have you come back next time. Until then.